truth, integrity, honor, those are all visceral sensations I experience and have experienced my whole life. There was just times where I was able to override that with the voice of fear or the voice of doubt or what might happen. I'm not going to pay attention to that voice because it's gonna hurt if I do what feels right. But so over time, I've learned to really tune into that. And I think it's a matter of repetitions, demonstrating to that part of myself that's afraid that when I do this, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be shamed, ridiculed, cast aside, kicked out of the community for who I am and how I am, which, I don't think we need to try and break it down too much because it's pretty clear that comes from what we learned as children, the beliefs that we have, the legacy of information that's been handed down from one generation to the next around needing to appear strong, needing to appear like you got all your stuff together, those stories, and being the low-hanging fruit on the playground, right? If you had a big nose or you had, really thick glasses or you couldn't run very well, you weren't coordinated, you smelled funny, you had clothes that were too small for you, any one of those things was a reason or an opportunity for other kids to direct the attention away from themselves. Because, as children, we're all insecure about something. We all just want to belong. And I was actually just talking about this with someone else yesterday around competition as men, where there's this idea that I get further ahead by pushing other people down, right? Instead of focusing on myself and raising myself up, if I chop down the trees next to me a few inches, then it appears as though I'm getting higher, but I'm actually not. It's all relative. And so I think that's a huge part of it for me, is just recognizing where that came from. And as I've gotten older and as I've gone through this work myself, I heavily believe that the leader in any room or in any group of people is the one who's willing to go the deepest, right? Who's got their feet buried into the soil the deepest right now? Who's willing? Because that's the invitation for everyone to go to that level as well. There's got to be somebody who's willing to go the deepest first, and it can be anyone. Any one of us can do that in any moment.
That's really beautiful, brother. Yeah, and it's against almost what we're taught, right? I follow. I love Brené Brown's work, and she talks about how kind of being cool is an emotional straitjacket, and that was my life. I was, rather than deep, I wanted to be cool, and cool is not deep for me. Cool was the opposite of that. It was really shying away from any of that stuff, and the way I lived my life was not being deep. I don't want to go deep. Keep it light. Keep it playful. Keep it silly. Let's not go into anything serious. That's and really inside of me, that's what I craved. That's what I was really seeking. I think that's a big part of my passion now, and sitting in spaces like this, having conversations with you. Why I'm so grateful and so passionate about that is because it was my truth for 30 years and it was buried. And now it's allowed out and it's celebrated, and I get to have conversations like this and step into who I really am.